Hello! Welcome back to a new video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to RCM eman, and in the future I'll do left click eman and other tutorials like that, so make sure you sub for that, hit the bell, and let's get right into it. So before I show you how to actually do it, I'll quickly go through everything you will need and stuff you might want to progress to once you get better at it. So first of all, the most expensive part is 100% the Hyperion. It's very expensive as everyone knows, but of course it is the most needed part. After this, I would highly recommend getting the 5AR wand. Only 11 million, and definitely worth it, I would say. Can be used, you might want to get better attributes than mine. I just, whatever I got, to be honest, I bought it quite a while ago. Soul Whip, mana still free. Not 100% crucial, but I would highly recommend. Sorry about the dragon noise, that was just bad luck. Right, the Reaper Scythe, or you don't need to be a Reaper Scythe, it can be a summoning ring, sword, necromancer sword, but it can be tank zombies, or there are wither spectres. I'll have other names on screen now, but you should have 3 souls in here. I currently have 2. It does make it a bit cheaper to spawn, but I only have 2 because my third one died because I messed up timing on something. But yeah, I just haven't had time to re-get it. Of course, AOTV, not necessary, but highly recommend. Right, you don't need a plasma flux. I just have one. I'd recommend you have to have at least an overflux though. Like, you probably can do it with mana flux, but it's such a bad idea in terms of how long it'll take you to do it and if you'll be able to do it at all, because the mana regain isn't enough. Then you'll need a Wand of Atonement. This is just for healing. You don't need to use it all the time, just once or twice throughout the boss, especially as you get faster. And then this does actually leave an empty slot in your hotbar, which I personally fill with wither goggles, and this is so I can armor swap. And I'll quickly show you what that is now. Right, let me just quickly show you what armor you need, by the way, before we get into this. So you need necrotic on the helmet and loving on the chest plate, and necrotic on the other 2 pieces of armor. For the equipment, you need implosion belt, and the others aren't too important, but aim to have a mana base, not strength, and like I am, just ignore that. But yeah, at least like 25 to 50,000 kills on the armor. Right, so let me show you what mana swap, like armor swapping is. So if I kill one of these or hit them, you can see I went up to 5.1k mana because I have the ability of the Final Destination when you're in combat, and that lasts for 5 seconds. So you see the damage, 2.6 million. But as you can see, once I get that, I can swap 3.9 million damage to 4 million. You have about 5 seconds to do this because that's how long the ability lasts. But you have to, but in that time you can do so much more damage. But that's what you'll progress to later on anyway. So now let me show you how you actually do it during a boss. I'll try and talk through it, but if I go quiet for a second, just let me have it. It takes a bit of concentration. Right, as it comes up to you about to spawn it, what I recommend is you already have your minions down ahead of time, and let's say you are about to kill a mini boss. I would recommend you do something like this, where you get it weak, you place your flux, especially if you're going to switch to a different pet from sheep, and then spawn it. This part does go quicker when you have 3 minions, of course, but for now I'll tolerate. And you can see that the swap, like the helmet swap then it didn't even properly work, so it wasn't very efficient. And I can tell you now, I'm normally better than I will be in this video doing it, because I'm happy to talk through it. But either way, I'm still going to get the boss done. So you see, just like that, you can quickly swap. Heal if you need, you can get a bit low, it doesn't matter, as long as you don't die. You always have the Wand of Atonement as a backup. So you can place them now. Let them do the thing, you can have a nice smoother part. It despawns them for you, which is actually helpful now, and it would have killed them. But it does just mean you don't have to spend as much time despawning them as well. Just make sure you get the beacons. I'm sorry if I do make this look quite easy and you just can't do it for whatever reason, because I've done it quite a bit. But yeah, no, if you can't do it after all this, feel free to join the Discord. I'll happily give help. But yeah, no, let's get on to the next part of the video. Alright, yeah, so this hopefully will be a very useful video if you're trying to learn eman, and I will be doing a future video on how much money eman carrying makes. I'll try to get to SBM eman carry. Now that requires less left click eman, so I'll do a video on that as well, how to do that. I also might do SBZ carry profits. But yeah, I hope this was useful. Of course, if you have any issues whatsoever, either say them down in the comments, or even better for me, join the Discord. I sometimes also do giveaways in there. It'll help me interact with you and properly show you as well as you can talk to me if you want and just get notification about videos if you choose. But yeah, like that. If you enjoyed, feel free to like and sub if you're new. Hit the bell if you really want to. That would help me a lot actually. It helps the algorithm as well. Comment just if you want any future ideas of videos, like any, or you think of ways I could improve this one, for in fact. And yeah, no, I guess anything you want to say. And till next time, see ya.